Sid's gonna be the one that dance. Sid's gonna have to be the one that dances to introduce the show. What do you guys think? Huh? I am not looking perfect today, that's for sure. You guys are gonna have to be patient with me. I was gonna get dressed and all that, but I didn't. I wanted to be on time. Does everyone hear me? Do you hear me on Facebook? There we go. Can you hear me now? You ready to dance already? I haven't played the song yet. You ready for the beginning song and dance? Okay. Who's ready for the song and dance? You guys all gotta put the dancing emojis in. For Sid. Sid's gonna do the dance, you guys. Hear her? She's ready for the dance. That's why she's Sid Charisse. Did you know that? And that's why her name is Sid Charisse. She's a dancer. Should we open this so you can see you dance? She's our only dancer for this song. Coco's turned into a bumping on a log. Oh, wrong one. Dance, Sid. Dance. Where's our dance emojis? Come on, dance with Sid. Come on, Sid. Come on, Sid. Come on, sister. Come on, Sid. We see you. Come on, you. Let's see you dancing. So good. Isn't she good? Come on. Come on, Sid, dance. Let's do it. There she goes. Come on. Dance. Ah. Good girl. That was so good. Yeah. Very good. You're our intro girl, aren't you? So good. Wow. I'm impressed. What do you think, Sid? Coco's been napping all afternoon. I don't know what she Chapter 1. Chapter 1. If you're new here, welcome to our flock. We've got Sid, Kiwi, Coco. We're not bothering Coco. She's grumpy. And the other birds are in the other room. They're quiet now. They don't know we're live yet, so they'll be piping in soon, right, Sidster? Hey? She did so good. I'm so proud of her. Hey? Good girl. You still want to dance? Do a little bit more. Do a little bit. One more, just a little bit. Come on. Come on, Sid. We're playing this for you. No, she's done. She's done dancing. She's done. She's done. Coco's playing with all her buttons, though. She did say dance. Every time she dances, she says dance. Should we go on to chapter 1? It's on the test, you guys, okay? It's on the test. It's on the test. So if you guys know Coco, she's a feather clipper, trimmer, plucker, neurotic, basket case mess. But we still love her. We still try to do what's right for Coco, right? Remember I told you she hates routine disruption? Well, she, I had to go pick something up, and I left the house at 12:30. So what did she do? She clipped one of her feathers. One of her new feathers. New wing feathers. Kind of bummed about that. If I leave before noon, the perfect time is to leave between 10 and 11. And then she's fine, right? She's just digesting food and chilling. And if I leave in the afternoon, she knows that that's not right. And she clips her feathers. So, anyways, that's Coco. She's just who she is, right, everybody? Sit down. I dropped something on my foot that I already hurt today. My sprained ankle. Oh, I can't. No longer I stand on it. It just turns my ankle and foot get hot. That's normal. Yeah, chapter 1. Coco clipped the feather. What is it before when the book's a prologue? Prologue is Sid dancing. Look how gentle she drinks. What's been going on with everybody else today? I gotta move this. Those two are so quiet in there. I don't want to disturb them, okay? So don't ask me to show you the others. They'll pop up soon enough. Maybe she's thirsty from her hormone shot. Here, let me get you some fresh. You want some fresh water, better water, ice cold water? Here. Are you okay? Maybe because she got shot yesterday, she's extra thirsty. Here's more water. I think that's why she's tired and grumpy. You ordered the cockatoo stuffy? A trim, a little bit of a feather trim for yourself. Yeah. Okay. Dogs. Dancing isn't. Oh, so you think the dancing? So dancing was chapter 1, and then the feathers chapter 2. Okay. We'll do that. Renee, we had a few of the Cockatoo Stuffy Club members orders today. When they're gone, they are gone. I think I have like 15 sets. I don't know. Don't tell Rue that we're here. Thank you guys who ordered the stuff today. When are you from? Got ordered from Norway, UK, and the States today, and Canada today. Gosh, I'm trying to think of something fantastic that happened. The place I go to get my organic vegetables for my business, they moved, and it's like we had to. It was so far, and then it's in this back, and you know when you have to find a place that's in one of those industrial areas, and they have a building name, they have the building number, but there's like 75 units in there, and you're driving around in circles because they have all these little pockets and stuff. It was one of those. Puppies, right. The puppies, that's what we're going to talk about. Puppies are coming on, well, the weekend of the 14th, they're getting their shots. And she says if they're eating okay, they can go that weekend. But if they're not, then they can't. They have to go the following weekend. Well, not weekend, just until they're eating. But Brad and I can only go down on weekends. So. And this morning, what happened this morning? Oh, we talked about the puppy shower. What we'll do is we'll have, puppies, chapter 3. Chapter 4 is puppy shower. And you guys all seem to want to do one of those, right? So, but I don't want anyone to feel like they have to contribute. There's going to be different ways to contribute. I'll make an Amazon wish list. There'll be stars. And then my PayPal me link. And we'll add it all up in the day. I'll get everything, right? And then the weekend, the second weekend, so like the 21st weekend or whatever, we'll do the puppy shower. Or I don't know. We'll do it after, but I can't set the puppy shower date where we open the presents with the puppies. No, they're coming from, we gotta drive to Kamloops, somewhere around there. It's in British Columbia. And then when we have the puppy shower, I'll sit with the puppies and you guys can watch us all open the presents. Right? Coco's gonna be so jealous. Do you think she's tired from the shot yesterday and all that? Puppy baby shower. Yeah. Because I don't know, they're going to be leaving. They'll need time to settle in. And they might be scared, right? You guys are chit-chatting over on YouTube. Paula's going on a trip next week. Paula, you're going to miss the shower. You missed the shower if you're going away. Oh no, maybe you'll be back in time. Kamloops is far. It's about 4 hours. It's about as far as Kelowna. but it's more north than Cologne. Jens is on. It's gifts for the puppies. Jens is on her wedding. What is it? It's the party, bachelorette party. They are in Palm Springs. They are in. Oh, we got a troll. Troll. Yeah, the puppies is gonna be so cute. Puppies is gonna be so cute. Then one of you, Karen, who is always joining us, she had a fall today. She's in ER. So she fell and she hurt her leg, and her teeth are loose, so that's not good. June 9th, she's going to Paulus. She's going to Punta Cana. There's no fires near here, is it? It is a cockatoo. Cockatoo. We aren't near any fires right now. Yeah, Burbluff, she fell. She joins us whenever she can, and she had a fall last night. I'm not sure why. She's had a few, but she really hurt herself this time, and she's in the ER, and her teeth are loose, so that's never good. My fine. I got a fine from Canada Border Services. $2,000 on my business. $2,000. Are we in chapter 5 already? Did I hear about my fine? Well, I submitted the appeal, and I explained that it was just like a mix-up. It wasn't like an intentional, I'm smuggling stuff over. I'm trying to rip everyone off. Well, I got a fine. What happens is my inventory. I get free shipping if you order your inventory and it's shipped within the state. So I order from companies that's free shipping because of course shipping is going to be super expensive for heavy bird food. But before you pick it up, when you pick it up and bring it over the border, you have to have these customs declarations. And we used to do it when you were there, you go in the office and you fill out the forms on the computer, but they've implemented a whole new system. And I mixed up a few things, but not intentional or anything. I said something was made in Indonesia, but it was made in Philippines. But it had no bearing on any duties. I said we were at port 315, but we were at port 3017. I said I was importing instead of exporting, and I said I was exporting instead of importing. So I got $2,000 fine. Got more troll? It has nothing to do with, it has nothing to do with troll. It has nothing to do with, it has nothing to do with the tariffs. Well, I guess it does, because they were probably looking for things made in the USA so they can tariff them. But I normally put where everything's made. And anything that was made in the USA, I paid the tariff on it and brought it over. So that was all cool. It was just I mixed up the Indonesia and Philippines, which is just dumb. Petty, I don't know, maybe they went through every single box I had, looking at every single thing, comparing every single invoice. Checking everything. It was a young girl. She was doing her job. I'm not gonna fault her for it. I made mistakes. It's okay, right? Okay, I made mistakes. So hopefully I don't have to pay $2,000. But it certainly taught me a lesson to be perfect. But I have all this stuff sitting there I want to bring back, but I'm too scared to fill out the form. So I'm paying storage fees on all my inventory right now because I'm too scared to go down there. What do you want to send the puppies? She's got something else to happen to her. Yes, you're right. It's stupid to give a fine instead of a warning. I could have had a warning instantly, but it is what it is. I guess when they search a car, they have to fill out forms. So if she searches a car, and you have to fill out a report when you search a car, right? Just like police, I'm sure. So she has to like say what's going on. She can't lie, right? She's working there. But the thing is, I always see people trying to smuggle stuff over the border. Always getting busted. No, they don't want to pay tax. I did the appeal, and so we'll see if they give it to me. Donna, coming in with the stars. Coming in hot with the stars. Donna, thank you. Thanks, Donna. Yeah, because $2,000 would really hit me hard. Hit me hard. I'm not gonna lie. Plus, it's just a small business. It's not like I'm this big, huge thing. I'm lucky if I make $2,000. You know what I mean? Lucky if I make that in a month or two. Oh well, it is what it is. It's just when you have your own business, there's always things going on. You just I've learned to ride with it. Learn to go with the flow. Is Kiwi not? She sits on the rat perch sometimes. Yeah, maybe they hated me. I don't know. Maybe she was showing off. Who knows? Who knows why people do things? Maybe they have a quota. I don't know. But I'm scared to death if I go down there again. Oh, no. No, Coco Town doesn't have to help. Coco Town takes care of Coco Town. Danita takes care of things for wings. Right, Coco Town? Oh, shoot, I keep forgetting to send that lady money. Ugh. You know that, Oh my goodness. You guys remind me tomorrow if I don't. You remind me tomorrow. You know, Janelle's dog. You know how we did that fundraiser? We have a bunch of money for her dog. Anyway, she orders this stuff from New Zealand for the dog, so she sent me an invoice. I forgot to pay it. Right, Kiwi? Oh, Ruth, what happened? Oh no. I'm sorry, Ruth. Janelle. It's not Janelle. Jeanette. You guys, I have problems with my brain lobes, so if I get something wrong, don't hold me to it. I think we're past chapter 6. Usually what I do is I take a screenshot of my reminders so that when I'm going down to post, I always have to post pictures and videos and stuff, so I see the reminder as a screenshot. Actually, let me just screenshot this, and then that's kind of like a reminder. There we go. What else is going on? Oakley, I couldn't find Oakley. Are the color of Kiwi's feathers changing? I don't know. I saw this beautiful blue and gold macaws in the vet yesterday, and I couldn't believe how gorgeous the coloring was. And I'm like, Kiwi doesn't look that blue. They were more darker blue, where Kiwi's a little lighter turquoise. So I'm like, am I doing something wrong? But no, she eats everything perfect. What's on the gift list for the dogs? Well, I really like, Kong things. And I have a lot of different fears from the dogs, like no tennis balls, right? Because there was this dog that would chase tennis balls and it got jammed in its throat and suffocated, so we don't want tennis balls. We don't want those green sticks. You know those green sticks? Maybe it is the angle. You know those green sticks? What are they? For their teeth? You don't want those, because those get caught in their throats. That's all I know so far. Yeah, when you lose a bird, it's really difficult. Puzzle toy. Yeah, greenies. Yeah, greenies. I don't know, people still give greenies? Yeah, toy ropes and stuff. I guess, well, all that stuff's supervised play. When they're puppies, they're not that bad. It's just when they're older and destructive. Like, Izzy used to eat remotes, and Ellie used to chew everything up, and I had one of my beautiful pairs of cowboy boots chewed up by Izzy. I had, do you know those Fit Flops? Fit Flops? They're like $100 flip-flops. I had those chewed up. 2 pairs chewed up. But the birds have done just as much damage, so it's not like... Linda! Linda's in the house! Thank you for the stars, Linda! Thank you! Kongs are dangerous too? How? No, rawhides they're not supposed to have. It blocks their digestive tract. Why can't they have rawhide? I mean, how are Kongs dangerous? Yeah, tell me all the things you know that are dangerous for puppies. See if we're all on the same team. We used to give dent bones to the girls. Elk or deer antlers. Heard about that. Get them those. We used to get Izzy those Nyla bones. They get their tongue stuck in them. Okay. Kongs can break. Okay. What was that? Greenies, yeah. Pillows, rugs, rubber back comfort curtains, and all them on the window, the wood door, yeah. Tug toys. You're supposed to train them with tug toys as a reward, but I like using hot dogs. What else? Bully sticks or antlers for the chewers. I don't know, that one the little boy seems like such a little wimpy wimp. I don't know what he's gonna do. What do you think, Kiwi? What do dogs like? The girls used to just love those Jolly Balls and Chuckets. We used to use a lot of Chuckets. We can have hooves. We would get raw bones, frozen raw bones. You should use the bitter spray. Yeah, rawhide is no. I can't believe they still sell it, but I used to love those chocolate things, like those big chocolate things. I would get all the chocolate stuff and the Kong stuff. The fresh marrow bones. Oh my God. You used to get marrow bones but cook them? Yeah, don't worry, they're totally watched. Like, you know how I am, right? I'm watching pretty much all the time. So the puppies will be in a pen when I can't watch them, and when I'm watching them, they'll be in a little area. We'll just have to close closets and all that stuff. We used to bake marrow bones. So you're not supposed to cook the marrow bones. You're supposed to give them to them raw. But I always think, oh my God, all that bacteria running around. Yeah, soft toys they eat. Yeah, we know that one. Well, there's a page on Facebook. You follow the guy who does the endoscopy, and he's a mobile endoscopic specialist. And he's the one who saved Coco's life that the first time she had something stuck in her stomach. Anyways, on Facebook he does it. He shows all the things he pulls out. Oh yeah, buttons on the floor. Yeah, that's a good one. He went into Coco. The endoscopic specialist went into Coco's little throat, and she was really, really sick, right? So they didn't have a whole lot of time because she was like so sick. And it wasn't anything he could actually see until he was just like, Dr. McDonald's like, okay, her heart is dropping, we gotta finish this. And just as he was pulling out, he saw, it was like a piece of flat fiber, like flat piece of paper, fibery thing, like a kale stalk or something, was in a flat, thin piece, and it was adhered to her esophagus or her intestines. So it had been adhered to it, so you couldn't see it, but it was making her sick. And that's one of the things that she has a problem with. Like now, that's kind of a long-term Nylabones. Yeah, we gave the girls Nylabones. Izzy liked the Nylabones. They're going to be crated when we're not watching them, trust me. They're not going to be running around the house. I'm home with them all the time. It's not like it's not like I'm going to be like leaving in them. They'll be in confined areas until everyone's good. Till everyone's a good puppy, right, Coco? I know, watch me. I'm bragging about what a great trainer I am. And watch them be the worst. Very worst. Worse than the girls. Watch me just be like an epic failure training these dogs. Because I'm brag about how great I am. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna happen. Because I'm ace at toilet or potty training dogs. That's one of my best things. I'm really good training. I'm this and that. Nothing happens. I'm perfect. And watch me be the worst with these dogs. Watch me be the worst. Wouldn't that be terrible? We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, it takes 2 years. It actually takes 2 years to have a solid recall. Did you know that? That's training every day. It could be smooth, yeah, they could be really good. But what I learned from having both of them, one learns from the other. So I don't train them both at the same time. I won't have them both out saying sit and stay and all that stuff. One watches. And when the second one comes out for their turn, then they know exactly what to do. So you train the dumb one first, right? Or you train the food motivated one. The food motivated dog was Ellie, right? And she was really flighty, like really airheady. But she loved food. So Izzy was the smart one. She picked up the tricks right away. They'll be 9 weeks. So they'll pick up the tricks right away. Or Izzy would pick up the tricks right away. Or the training or whatever. And then Ellie would come out. She'd be ready to rock. And she'd pick it all up just like that. So she'd get her treats. Yes, you need to train. The one thing that always was the main thing that I felt that was the best training thing we did with them was look at me. That's where they would just turn around, they look you in the eye, and then that way when they're distracted by triggers or whatever, you just say look at me, and they look at you, and they get their treat. That was one of the best trainers I had. She was a really good trainer. She taught me all the ones that were important, and that was one of them. Look at me, and what's the other one? What's the other one we would do that I thought was good? We do the MILF, right? Or the NILF. Nothing in life is free. So every time they want something and you give it to them, they have to do something. Before they eat, they have to sit, Before they get a treat, they have to shake a paw, that sort of stuff. It'll be an interesting. Yeah, it takes them a couple of years, definitely. It'll come right back to me, yeah. I got all the clicker. I still have their clicker. Izzy and Ellie's clicker. Even Coco responds to the clicker. Izzy responds to it, even though she retired from tricks. Yes, leave it, Sarah. That's the one. Yep. That's the important one too. Even though she retired from tricks after her surgeries because she couldn't sit and all that anymore, she still knew that clicker when she was 12 years old. You don't have good recall, Marcia? Me either. I ignore it. Yeah. It'll be so fun. It'll be so fun teaching them. You forgot about Big Eyes. What's Big Eyes? Foodie's your only one of your Great Pyrenees was a foodie. They'll be busy for sure, but they'll be sleeping a lot too, right? The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is because I'll talk, right? I'm gonna have them all toilet trained in that, so that means I'm gonna get them in the middle of the night. I'll be getting up every hour, taking them out for a pee. So I think the first week is gonna be kind of sleepless. Oh, the emoji that. Anyways, that'll be fun. Brad won't have anything to do with the training. He'll just complain that they're not trained. No, he was good with the sit and the stay and the look at me. He was always... They listened when he was mad, like, oh, wait. Kiwi is so chill. She's a good girl, eh? It's funny, at night she gets her one-on-one attention before they go in into bed. So I sit up with her on my lap for a while. But Sid knows it's her turn once they go to bed, so she yells at me the whole time. You think they only need to go every 3-ish hours? What's that teeth one? Yeah, the routine is important. Well, it'll be easy for their names. Their names will be easy. They'll be like, because it's Kai and Lonnie, right? So it'll be like, Kai, Lonnie. I don't know what's wrong with my throat tonight. I have to deliver food to Dr. McDonald tonight. Baby hours. Yeah, they get a treat for everything. Coco, you got all these beautiful feathers in. It's okay if you clipped one, okay? They're coming in nicely. Which one did you clip? One of your wings. Definitely one of your wings, because you still have your 4 tail. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, she's got 3. You guys remember if she had 4 tail feathers or 3? Use favorite toys to train your well, you're supposed to use those. When I was at that Michael Ellis School of Dog Training, they had these little puppy Malamutes, right? They were training. And she would do, like, she'd get down really low and she'd have the tug toy, and they'd follow the tug toy, and she'd, like, have the tug toy in one hand and the treat in the other hand, and she'd kind of get them to follow her around. She did tons of that. And like distract, like grabbing them, touching them in different ways, and then I don't know. It's just interesting how she did it. I gotta find her on Facebook. Maybe she still does it. She would do sports with her mouths. Not the French one. What's the French one? That French sport that they do? What's it called? Who will be the biggest pushover? Brad, as always. Brad is like 100% the pushover in the house. With Jensa, I was the strict one, but he was strict with school and all that stuff, and being home, like curfews and all that, and I was really willy-nilly with that stuff. But when it came to minding her manners and being respectful, it was me. He was, and making her do stuff around the house, that was me. With the dogs, he was the biggest softie. Oh my god. And he believed in the dogs so much. Like, no, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They will, Brad. They're going to do that. No, they're good. They listen. Next thing you know, they do that. Well, he's a pushover with me too, but I pick my... I pull the pushover card not very often. Made a good team, yeah. We used to live downtown Vancouver, and Brad broke his leg, and he was in the hospital. And I was busy. I had my job. We were building managers, so I had the building. And then I had my business, right? So I had 3 things. I had Jensa. Did we have Dirk then? I had Dirk. And I had to drive out to Chilliwack, about an hour and a half every night to go visit him. I was worn out. Anyway, so while he was in the hospital, Jensa was like, she always had this, what is it? Curfew. She always had a curfew. And when Brad was in the hospital, she had no curfew. But I knew where she was. She wasn't a bad girl. She wasn't that age. She was just sitting at Starbucks across the street. And then she'd be like, Brad would be like, what'd you do? She goes, oh, I was at Starbucks until 11. And he's like, what? And he wouldn't let, me and Jensa weren't allowed to, I wasn't allowed to take Jensa jaywalking. Jensa was absolutely not allowed to jaywalk, right? But I was always in a hurry, right? So I would jaywalk with her. And I'd have my dog Dirk too. So me, Jensa, and Dirk would jaywalk. And then Brad would know right away the next day if we jaywalked, because it'd be like the dog would go to jaywalk and Jensa would go to jaywalk, and he'd be like, what? Are you jaywalking? The saying is they can hold their bladder for 1 hour per month. So every 2 hours at 8 weeks. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Yeah, I would always get in trouble for jaywalking. From Brad. That was the one strict thing I had to follow. And I could not, I had to jaywalk. I couldn't. Otherwise I get in big trouble, and Jensa and the dog would tell on me. You got a ticket for jaywalking? How much was your ticket? Did you jaywalk still after that? We walked Dirk, our old dog, without a leash, and one time we were right downtown Vancouver, lots of people, and this motorcycle cop did a U-turn, stopped us, and gave us a fine for No leash. And people were on the street booing him. Boo, boo, leave the dog alone. I'm her daughter, Millie. I am Patricia's little daughter, Millie. Hi, Millie. When I walked, when the crosswalk, and don't walk when I didn't see the cop. You jaywalk all the time, Carol? You still jaywalk? You had to go to court? You had to go to court for jaywalking? Come on. No. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Hey, no chewing on the light, Sid. Oh, my foot. Should we go for a visit with the baddies? See what they're up to? It's almost over, so we gotta go see what they're doing. The baddest birds of all. That little pirate, Rue. You got a ticket in 1970 for jaywalking in front of the school? That'd be a lot when you're a kid. And you have to tell your parents too, right? Okay, let's see what they're doing. Am I brave enough? What's going on, you guys? What have you been doing? Oakley. What have you been doing, Rue? Oakley, Rue. Where's Newman? Oh, here comes Newman. He's coming to take a peek at us. There he is. Hi, Newman. Hi, Newman. Boy, the color looks good in there, doesn't it? The coloring. Whiny Coco won't eat her dinner, so she's going to whine because she's hungry. All night she's going to whine. Walking outside the sidewalk. Wow. Oh, could you want a treat? Yeah, he's a good boy. I found him walking around the floor tonight. Hey, Newman, you look good. Where's our little pirate? She was in Newman's cage, you can see. You guys can look at Whiny Coco before we end it. You saw Rue pull Oakley's tail just now? Hi, Rue. Hi, Newman. His face looks good. Hi, Rue. Jaywalking, is it a thing in Scotland? I don't know if I'm getting a cough now or I just got something in my throat. Hold on. Jaywalking's a felony? Where? The States? See what she did? See what she did? She messed up Newman's cage. As soon as I make Newman's cage nice, she messes it up. a really bad jaywalker because I know everyone will stop. Where's Sid going? Stop, are you? Here. He's about to chew the trim. This is Coco's feather she clipped today. That's a waste of money. He did. He worked his flapper side twice. Every time I hold him, he works it. Not very good. His one wing won't even open. So it's going to take a lot of work. I don't want to hold him either. His one wing won't even open. Will it? Oh, Clay. What if I put him on my lap and I kind of move it out slowly? Anyways, guys, I'm going to go get something to drink in my throat. Thanks for watching. Be good. Eat treats. Bird love, if you're watching, I hope it's not as serious as you think it is. And your recovery is swift and your teeth aren't damaged a lot. Once your teeth are damaged and you're older, that's it. Good night, everyone. Thanks for the stars. Thanks for the company. Thanks for everyone. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already.